So Lauren Ryan there, those are all of our winners of the Victorian Championships that we have seen across. And so on the track now, we have our men's C mile. And Isaac called it a few races ago, but this stuff is going to start bunching up more and more as we go through. It's going to be Mead with hip number 1 from Collingwood. Hip number 2 is going to be Crowley of BEU. Number 3 is Does Independent. Number 4 is Stott of Geelong Guild. Number 5 is Worsteling of Old Scotch. Number 6 is Davies of Mornington Peninsula. Number 7 is Stevens of Eureka. Number 8 is Shapisi of Independent. Number 9 is McDonald of Western A's. Number 10, Boyd of BGO, I believe Bendigo. Number 11 is Cluckow of Old Scotch. Number 12, Stodden of Richmond. Number 13, Bart Leeton of Old Scotch. And number 14 is Velton of Glen Huntly.
So yeah, it's a good bunched up field at the moment. We've got some pretty good runners in this race. Obviously Elite in one of the youngsters, he's a very good runner. And we've got Davies there on the outside from Mornington, who's run some pretty good times as well. And we've got Boyd as well near the back of the pack. He's won some state medals as well, I believe. So it's a good race. And yeah, as I said before, we're getting some more bunched up races here. But we do have the Geelong Guild athlete out at the front. And I believe that is Elias Stott.
Yeah, so that is Stott out in front. Obviously, this pack is nicely bunched. They're not too far away from our leader, so they're going to be moving through around. Stott is going to lead it out. Our Mornington athlete behind him there, and we've got the Run Culture singlet actually there in third place. So these boys are going to be moving, and we're going to see how they pan through here. So, as you said, Isaac, nicely bunched. They're going to work off each other and see where they move to.
Yeah, it's a pretty good pack. You can see they're single file at the front, then a couple of runners into lane 2 there, and as you can see there's the fresh Old Scotch uniform there. We've got a pair of them. We've got Leeton, and then we've got hip number 11, which is Tommy Cluckow. So he's sitting in there, and he's sitting behind his teammate Leeton, and we can see the Bendigo runner starting to make a move. That's hip number 8, that's Shepsy, I believe that is how you say his name, and we've still got Elias Stott out in the front. So it's about a 2:24 first 800, so they're on that 3-minute pace. So they're definitely moving well. And Davies is looking pretty comfortable from Mornington Peninsula in second, and the Bendigo runner there as well. So they're moving well at the moment, and I reckon this could be a good race if they can keep the pace honest. I've got the Run Culture athlete in hit number 3, that's Doze. So he's moving through, and he's looking like he's feeling pretty comfortable. He doesn't have any strain on his face, whereas Stott at the front seems to be working a bit harder maybe than some of the other boys. He is leading, which is a tough job to do, so he's basically acting as a pacer for Davies and Doze, who are sitting on his shoulder looking ready to move. So you can see a bit of a move coming from the Old Scotch runner, and that is Leeton. He's a young fella and he's moving pretty well. I believe he's in year 7, so he's running really well at the moment, and he's looking like he's ready to go. A few of these boys are. It's also hip number 1 in Mead. So Xavier Mead's looking like he's ready to go, and as I said before, the Run Culture athlete in Doze, he's moving as they get the bell at 3:35, and it's starting to heat up here. They're going for it as a good bunch of them, so this could be right down to the wire here. Davies is just sitting there, and I reckon he could be a challenger here, and Leeton as well. He's got speed. He ran well at the relays a couple of weeks ago in the 800, but it is Xavier Mead who's running very well at the moment, and Doze, he's moving well, the Run Culture athlete. So we've got a good race on our hands. Some boys are trying to come through the back. That's Harrison Boyd there, the Bendigo runner, who's got the long strides, and he's really starting to make a big move. 4:06 with 200 to go. So this could be a very fast race here. This will be sub 4:40, I believe. So they're doing well. And yeah, Harrison Boyd makes the move on Xavier Mead, and he has made a big move on this last lap. He's absolutely flying with 100 to go. 4:23. This is going to be quick. Can they get under the 4:40? Mead's not done though, and Kai Davies is making a big move. Geez, look at this. Boyd, who's it going to be? And it's going to be Boyd, holds off Davies, 4:36. That's a great time. So some great running. That was a quick last lap, about a 62 there. So they definitely got moving. Boyd would have been quicker because he wasn't right up at the front there. So a very, very solid race there. And I believe everyone under the 5-minute mark again here. Can we get this Glen Huntly man under? Yes, we will. So very solid racing here. They're starting to get some quick times. The times are just going down.